In the crushing silence of the void, a harsh truth emerges. Mediocrity is not a choice. It is a slow and silent death sentence for your soul. Look at the empty space where your greatness should reside, now occupied only by the chilling ghosts of the excuses you tell yourself every single night. Look at the sea of faces, drifting aimlessly through life without a purpose, their spirits drained by a world that demands absolutely nothing from their potential. But somewhere in the darkness, a fire is ignited. A scream of defiance echoes through the walls, shattering the comfortable illusions of a weak and lazy mind. History is written in blood and sweat, forged by the few who refused to bow down to the average, those who embraced the pain as their teacher. The arena does not recognize your potential. It only respects the raw power of your will and the scars you earned while others were sleeping in peace. Can you hear it? The rhythmic pounding of a heart that refuses to stop. A biological clock ticking down to the moment you must finally choose your path. The world owes you nothing. Your laziness is a parasite devouring your life. Will you rise to the challenge or fade away into the gray shadows forever? Comfort is the silent killer of champions, a soft velvet cage that traps the spirit and whispers lies about safety while your true strength slowly withers. Outside, the sky breaks open. A lone figure pushes against the elements, every muscle screaming as the cold rain washes away the filth of a stagnant life. Failure is not the enemy. The fear of failure is. When you hit the ground, the only thing that matters is how fast you can find footing. Rise again. The mud on your face is a badge of honor, a sign that you are actually in the arena while the cowards watch safely. Every drop of sweat is a payment toward your freedom. You are buying back your soul from the debt of laziness accumulated over many wasted years. Look at the data of a wasted life. The downward spiral of those who chose the easy path, eventually leading to a destination called regret and forgotten. The drums of war are beating in your chest. This is not a battle against others. It is a total war against the person you were yesterday. Breathe in the struggle. Let the fire in your lungs remind you that you are alive, and every painful breath is a victory over the comfort. Iron discipline is the only key that can unlock the heavy chains of your self-imposed limitations. Without it, you are just a prisoner of your desires. Welcome to the forge of the elite. This is where the soft metal of your character is hammered into a blade of pure and unyielding iron. Feel the tension in your fibers. The resistance of the weight is the only thing that can force you to grow beyond the boundaries of self. These calluses are the scripture of your journey. They tell a story of hours spent in the dark, working while the rest of the world dreamed. The cold steel does not lie. It doesn't care about your feelings or your excuses. It only responds to the absolute force of your relentless commitment. Total focus is the hallmark of the master. When the lights go out, the work continues. The champion is born in the hours that no one. While they sleep, you grind. While they party, you prepare. The gap between you and them is widening with every single repetition performed in the silence. Embrace the suck. Find the place where most people quit and make that your starting point. That is where the real transformation begins for a warrior. The path of the leader is a lonely one. Like a wolf in a blizzard, you must find your own way through the storm without guidance. In the eyes of the predator, there is no doubt. There is only the target and the unwavering instinct to dominate the environment through sheer persistence. The symphony of your struggle is reaching a crescendo. The world is starting to notice the power you have cultivated within the secret walls of discipline. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one, for it is in the fire that steel is tempered. You have reached the edge of your perceived reality. Your body is screaming for you to stop, begging for the mercy of the ground beneath you. But the mind is the master, not the slave. Even when the legs give out, the spirit crawls forward toward the final goal of absolute victory. Look at the agony on the face of greatness. This is the price of admission. If it were easy, everyone would be standing where you are. There are two versions of you, one who accepts the limit and one who smashes through it. Today, we kill the version that knows how. Explode through the barrier. The wall you see is an illusion created by your fear. Shatter it with the momentum of your unstoppable and daily actions. The air is thin at the top. Most people turn back long before they see the view, but you are not most people. You are climbing. You're only at 40% of your true capacity. When you think you're finished, you have barely scratched the surface of your potential achievement. Channel the primal roar of the beast within. Let the world know that a new force has arrived, one that cannot be contained by standard rules. The pain is temporary, but the glory of overcoming it is eternal. Every second of endurance builds a monument to your character that time cannot erode. Crush the weakness. Stomp out the flickering flames of doubt. You are the architect of your own power, building a fortress of strength and absolute will. Dominate your thoughts, and you will dominate your world. The battlefield is between your ears, and victory is the only acceptable outcome for a mind of iron. The transformation is complete. The boy who was afraid of the dark has become the man who commands the shadows and leads others into the light. From this height, the world looks different. The trivial concerns of the masses seem small when compared to the vast horizon of your sharpened potential today. See the time pass in a blur, months of discipline distilled into a single moment of absolute, unwavering, and undeniable personal authority and quiet internal strength. There is a peace in the eye of the storm. You move with a lethal grace, no longer fighting the world, but simply moving through. Look into these eyes. They have seen the abyss and did not blink. They have felt the heat of the furnace and did not melt. Greatness demands a sacrifice. You traded your comfort, your sleep, and your average life for the chance to become something truly legendary and completely unforgettable. You are no longer the hunter chasing the prey. You have become the embodiment of power itself, a force of nature that cannot be denied. The rhythm of your life is now set to the beat of excellence. Every action is precise. Every move is a statement of true intent. Your presence fills the room before you even speak. This is the aura of a person who has mastered themselves and earned the right to lead. Confidence is not an act. It is the natural byproduct of 1,000 victories over your own weakness. You know who you are because you built. The old you is dead, buried under the weight of your achievements. In its place stands a titan, ready to take on the entire world's weight. The show is over, but the work never ends. This was just the introduction to the new chapter of your life, written in iron discipline. Remember this: discipline is not a burden. It is the highest form of freedom. It is the power to choose your destiny regardless of circumstances. Step forward into the blinding light of your future. Leave the ghosts of your past behind. They can no longer follow where your will goes. Every moment is a choice. Every breath is a chance to prove that you belong among the giants who walked this earth and left marks. The time for talking is finished. The world does not care about your plans. It only cares about results. Go out and prove your worth. Iron discipline, dominant instinct. This is not just a video. It is your new reality. Now, go and claim what is rightfully yours today. The silence is your canvas. What will you create? The answer is not in your words, but in the iron-willed actions you take right now.